Bane is one of my favorite characters of all time, despite the fact that he broke one of my favorite superheroes of all time, or my favorite superhero of all time. I always want to play with him. I don't know why. And now what they've done to other elements in the game through the Brother Eye recalibration and the lifesteal change, what they've done is actually reopened up my ability and the possibility for me to work on Bane even more because I think that he could be an actual beast. Let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Roll Squad video. In this video, I'm going to go over Bane again, but I'm going over Bane this time because the Brother Eye recalibration has changed some things in the game that makes him a little bit more worth it. And I do want Bane to work because I really do like Bane. Raised in a prison on the island of Santa Prisca for the crimes of his father, Bane dedicated his life to honing his mind and body into a perfect weapon. They've changed the story arc many times. I'm not going to even go into it. All right, anyway. Self-heal, true. Control, stuns. In battle growth, sure, that sounds. Area of effect, sorry, and then stun. All right, so we're gonna go just straight into his kit. We're gonna hop into it. I need to redo his gear, and I'm gonna read the kit first, okay? Affinities, Croc gives you attack and defense 2.5 and 5%. Two-Face gives you attack and HP 2.5 and 5%. And then Penguin and Clayface give you HP and defense 5% for each. So those are the characters that you need to unlock to get him to add those stats. We are going to start off with his basic. Rush towards an enemy and deals a devastating blow, dealing physical damage equal to 120% of attack. Cool. Pretty straightforward. By the way, these reworks have me thinking of taking him up to rank 9 so I can get this 140 and then from the 130 that it is right now at level 2. When he takes damage greater than 8% of his max HP, and this is where I'm having an issue, but we'll keep going. He activates the engine on his back and injects himself with venom, healing himself for HP equal to 30% of his attack. Excuse me. When triggered, has a 35% chance of gaining 1 stack of sturdy armor for 2 turns, which sturdy armor increases defense by 20% and crit resist by 5%. And this is actually an issue for me. Honestly, I wish I could remove that. I do not want him to add more defense. I want him to have a bunch of HP and 0 defense. Why do you ask? Well, more defense means it's going to be harder to get to that 8%. But if I can have more HP, less defense, and then try to work some heals around him to where he's constantly healing and constantly losing 8% of HP, that would be fun. That also makes me think that when I put a shoulder piece on him, I will never level it because the first thing you get is defense. And I'm looking at the other things right now just to be on the safe side. Block. I'm fine with block. Actually, I'm not fine with block. I'm not fine with block either because it's going to reduce the amount of damage to the HP. I don't want to level up this for me. You guys may think it's something different, crazy. When you get higher up levels, you probably need more defense anyway. But for me right now, I'm not going to level up this one. I'm not going to level up this one. In fact, this may be replaced by a weaker attack piece immediately. I know I'm being extra and I'm experimenting, but it is what it is. I don't want defense on him. I want HP on him. Let's go back. All right, so back to this. So 8% of his HP. I want 8% gone. Whenever healing is received. Now, this is the thing that's a big deal behind why lifesteal counting as heal is a big deal. Permanently increases healing received bonus by 2%. Attack by 2%, can be triggered 30 times every battle. So that means that as he's receiving heals, which a lot of healers, strangely enough, give you multiple heals. So for example, right now, Zatanna, we put the crit on her. You get the frantic from Zatanna. And this is a very weird phenomenon, but you'll see it happen. When he has the frantic on himself, Zatanna grants lifesteal to characters that have frantic, but for each frantic that's on them. So if he has 3 frantics, that means he's getting 3 heals whenever he attacks. See what I mean? Fun stuff. So then that means he's getting up to this 60% attack bonus that much faster. Whenever healing is received, additionally permanently increase the chance of his ultimate inflicting stun by 2%. So if I get this stack up to 30 and I can just use this as a counter, just so I know like how far along I've gotten, the ultimate attack will go from having I'm just going to look at this real quick, 30% chance to stun to a 90% chance of stunning. Not 90, 30%. 50. 60. I know how to do math. Don't judge me. So we get 2% more chance of inflicting that stun that could be triggered 30. It's going to be triggered more than that. So as he heals, he gets that more and more and more. But again, just using that stacks as a counter, you'll see on him. So then that'll be up to 60%. 60% plus 30% is a 90% chance to stun. This feels like it's not true. I gotta be honest. It feels like it's not true. Then heals HP for 180% of attack, then deals physical damage equal to 65% of attack to all enemies. Has a 30% chance to stun, not anymore. 30% chance of adding stun to the target for 1 turn. Healed amount increases to 220%. Wow. And additionally adds 1 stack of weaken to all enemies for 2 turns. So now what I'm going to do is go to his kit. I want to build him with a lot of attack because his heals are based off of attack. I do not have any attack percentage pieces right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it out like this for the moment. I am tempted to also, because of his skill here, and not because of, but you'll see what it is. 120%, I don't care about that. The rest are passives. So I do not necessarily need speed on him. What I would like to do is replace this with HP, or any of it with HP, to be real with you. Okay, so replace. Now we're going to go to HP. Okay, well, this gives you an HP stat. So I'm going to take, let's see, the higher level. That's the highest we got. So we'll go with this. I am mod. Well, let's check the attack first. Maybe we can shift it in a different direction. Yep, we'll do that one. Okay, we'll replace that. If the game lets me. Is the game telling me it's time for me to go to work? All right, so then we'll replace this. Let's get this off of the bot real quick because I've already broken up that gear set. It's really not going to let me do this stuff. Oh, it let me do it. Yay. All right, next. We can go to the HP set now, and I'm sure I have a weaker HP. Shoulder piece. Replace. Cool. And now we need 1 more HP. The helmets are too low. The attack needs to be higher up on that. All right, so then we'll go for the attack here, for the HP here. We'll just replace it with one that's about of equal value. This will increase the amount of HP I get without giving me more defense. So replace. I would like to change this out for percent pieces. I do not have that at the moment. However, we will check a gear set from someone else where you have attack bonus, attack, and then that's HP. So I'm going to exchange his kit right now, his gear right now with Judo Masters for this, like to see like what he does when he's like not fully optimized, but as optimal as I can possibly make him. Okay. So now going back. We're going to go into team ups and try to run another simulation. Failed. Oh no, I said rally. Nobody came to my rally. Thug tier. All right, here we go. So simulate. Can we get like something favorable for him? Or we can get this monster. Sure. All right, so we go to fight. If they ever added Condiment King to the game, I feel like he will have different types of attacks, like poison, burn. You mean like if he throws hot sauce in your eye, that's burn? If he serves you undercooked chicken, that's poison? Here's some undercooked chicken with some ketchup on it. Poison. All right, here we go. So we're going to remove all of you guys, despite the fact that we were having so much fun, and then just try to build it from the ground up. We're going to start with Bane, of course. Now, in this scenario, funnily enough, I am half tempted to put Bane back here so that he can be a controller and not really be a tank. Now, I said for the heals that are received, the first thing we're going to do is put in Zatanna because she's going to give Frantic Lifesteal. That's a version of healing, isn't it? Next, we're going to put in Aquaman because Aquaman is good for everybody, but then when his health drops below whatever percent, just in case I am doing this very, very poorly, he'll put a shield over him during that, or not shield, but the School of Fish. And School of Fish, if I'm not mistaken, now that I have him rank 9, does also provide a little bit of, it cleanses debuffs. One other thing that I could do, why not, is I could add Ocean Master. Ocean Master provides a heal every time somebody blocks something. And if I really do run him in the back here with Nightwing, block, 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 heal, 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 lifesteal crit, heal, heal, heal. Aquaman is just God, and then we'll see how that goes. I don't even care about the bleed so much. This is more like just to demonstrate what he does. Let's see how that goes. But the epic one is double the cost for bolts. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Okay, so now you will see once the heals come along. See how he has 2 here because he had the frantic, 2 frantics, 2 heals. He had 3. Blocked shots means that more heals went over here, so he's receiving more heals. Every time he's doing that, he's increasing his chance to stun. Right? So far, he's increased the chance to stun by 14%. He has 1 frantic on him, 1 heal. Like, this is fun. Actually, and here's the other funny part of it. I don't think it would be useful in the sense of actual him doing damage until I got him up to like rank 9, rank 10, whatever the case may be. Yay, Aquaman putting up the School of Fish, despite the fact that there's that bug out there. But that's if another ally gets it and he's on the front row, then he doesn't put the shield up on himself. Heads up, guys. So now you see he's up to 10. This is not giving him nearly as fast of a charge as I wanted him to. And I know I'm going to actually probably end this now because I know exactly what I would like to do with this team as he blocks and blocks. But put all that weekend out. I know exactly what I want to do with this team. I know exactly what I want to do with this team. And I hope, I pray somebody, anybody, is Flash around? Is Flash around? Because granted, I'm about to put it into a special situation, but I think it's the best way to display like what that whole block thing was going to end up being. But I don't know that I have a Flash. Do we have a Flash anywhere? Do we have any Harley Quinn? Boo. Buddy, not going to be your day. Maybe. He might also slaughter me. Bet. Kid Flash can go too. All right, so we will put in Nightwing. Where are you? Bane. We will put in Ocean Master. However, funny enough, Bane is going to take the place of Bloodsport in this scenario. And even though Bloodsport would give you a 100% chance to block on his ultimate, we're not looking for that right now. And then Zatanna. Okay, cool. I hope that he doesn't like actually wreck our faces. But what should happen here is you should see a bunch of Flash hitting us all up here in the middle, right? I think Bane should survive this because he is rank 8, so that's where I'm like kind of worried. Hopefully he does survive this. A bunch of this is going to happen. He's going to get a lot of heals from it on top of the crits. So you should see his heal counter go up very quickly. And then whenever Zatanna's life steal happens, he's receiving that heal. He's going to add more attacks. So here's hoping. I think we're good. I did the ultimate order already, right? All right, let's see what happens. If it lets me fight. You gonna let me do it? You're not gonna let me do it. All right, here we go. Sorry, my fingers. You got the frantic out. But he did survive. So there's a bunch of heals there. And then you can see already we're gonna get the shields up here from Aquaman. His stacks of attack are already up to 8 based off of that. The one major flaw here is actually Aquaman. Because Aquaman is putting this up, not quite. He's put it up for everybody except Nightwing. Flash goes again. There's going to be some blocks from Nightwing that puts out some heals, but not nearly as much as before. So as part of the experiment, it should work. There's going to be Frantic that goes out real quick. And look at all the heals he got. He went from 9 to 17. More blocks. He's gone up to 20. So that means when he does his ultimate attack finally again for the next time, it should be, I mean, if we keep healing the way that we're healing now, if we keep doing all this stuff as we're doing it now, it should be that he's just going to stun. It should just be that. He's up to 24 stacks. Sorry, 27. My bad. I can't count. So once that happens, I'm saying it should be a 90% chance to stun, or well, close to it. And we got no stuns. That's how much my RNG loves me. That is how much my RNG loves me. But now we are back fully healed here with Bane. We got the 30 stacks already, so the 30-60 should be a 90% chance actually at this point. But yeah. Should be a 90% chance. RNG, don't hate me. Don't hate me. And then more attacks. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Well, maybe I will finish them off. So, thank you guys for watching. I do want to adjust all of his gear more. So, like having him in Judo Masters gear right now is showing well. And I'm going to wait this all the way out until we get to his, they're not stunning him. He's not stunning them at all. Is this, they're resisting it somehow? Is that what that is? Because it feels like when you say 90% chance to stun, that the person should be stunning. Am I missing something, chat? Don't forget what happens at 30 stacks. My last message. Oh yeah, free ultimate when you max out the passive in battle, the 30 stacks. So the ultimate should just keep going and going and going, right? Once it's off cooldown, you see right here, oh, Spike, thank you. See right here, his ultimate point cost is 0. So he should be, every time that cooldown goes away. Thank you, Spike, so much for pointing that out. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Glad you said that at the end of the video. That was the other part that I was excited about. That I completely forgot. You see how it says 0 right here because he's maxed out at 30 stacks? So that means he's just going to keep doing this over and over and over again. Finally, we got some stuns to land, but he's going to just keep doing this over and over and over again, even though it's on a 2-turn cooldown, right? So after that cooldown is over, it costs no ultimates. So that means that him being at the front, everybody else gets to do their stuff once they get to the ultimate point. Spike, thank you. Appreciate you. See? So many smart folks over here. My people, my day ones, they geniuses. They are geniuses. I stand on the shoulders of giants. All right. So, it's fun to watch. It is fun to watch this number just be a 0. Love the Bane love, because I love Bane. Anyway, so we're going to let this run and then see what happens. It still upsets me that it should be like approximately a 90% chance that he's doing it. I mean, I'm doing the math on that, right? Is that 2% per stack or per block? And actually at this point, it should be 100% because there's been a bunch of heals received from him. But let's say it's capped at 30 as well. And they just didn't put it in the actual, the actual kit itself. They just didn't write it out. It still should be 60%. plus that 30. God, we wrecked them. That's fun. It's fun. Oh no, I didn't see yours. I saw Batman Day One. Yeah, I'm just gonna get to it after recording the video. So all right. So Kid Flash is always obnoxiously like hard to take down. Like he just has all the defense on the planet, so you barely see his HP move. But it is what it is. And I'm just trying to get to the end of this. In fact, this might get clipped. So I'll be back in a second. So Ocean Master wanted some attention, 20 million. But you can see all the heals that he received here in the background. And yeah, he's going to do the out of turn attacks. That's fine. His main thing here was I wanted him for control. I really wanted to have those stuns go out, which is why I really want to experiment more with. It might have been how high their levels were that they were resisting the stuns, though I don't know that that's a thing. But I want to use Bane around other areas. If I can get those stacks up that high, that fast, and then his ultimate count is 0, and then he's just, every time that 2-turn cooldown goes off, he's just stunning because his ultimate costs literally nothing, and everybody else can do their thing. It's incredible. I can put him anywhere in the roster. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Yeah, 20 million, Susu. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time.